Well, today got to the canola field here. I did finish up a wheat field here before I got going, but I was not able to do a whole lot outside because that one we were also using a insecticide, which, lack of better words, is not good for me to be out in that stuff. So I stayed in the sprayer cab. We're killing grasshoppers there also in that wheat field. So, but we're in this canola field here now. I'm probably about a day late, I'm gonna say, for spraying fungicide on here. But yesterday was kind of a drizzly day all day, so I could not really do much about that. Couldn't get out and spray, so today we're gonna attack and start spraying canola with fungicide. So what we are trying to do here, there is a disease called sclerotia that tends to infect the petals, and then when they fall they land into here, and then it rots off the plant and causes lots of grief. So what we are doing is we're trying to treat the petals and all the flowers so that they do not get this disease, and therefore that ends up helping with yield, plant health, and everything else in between. So on this particular field I might even do an experiment on here. I got two different chemicals that I've picked up. There has not been a whole lot of pressure this year, but our canola crop is looking good enough that I'm being cautious because we have been getting more, I guess, more rain than a lot of areas have been. I guess I'm just a little bit, I don't know, not sure what the right word is, but we're thinking that it's probably still a good idea in this case for us to be spraying with fungicide. So just thought I'd go for a bit of a walk and show you guys. So this is canola, and I don't know if you guys remember, but these were like itty bitty little plants that you hardly wondered if there was enough of them. And if you look down here, it is just crazy how big these leaves are. So here's my hand. There's a leaf now that's the size of my hand, and that is just That's what canola does. They grow crazy big. And then as they get going, the flowering. So this is a plant that's probably a little bit late for the spraying, but we got these little pods. And in these pods, that is where your canola seed's gonna be. So it's kind of cool. Okay, pulling into my last field that I'm doing tonight, and you look at it, you're gonna see like, okay, Daryl, that field is not flowering at all. Like there's no green. It's all green. There's no yellow, or very, very little, and that is true. So this field, as we pulled in the field here, was started with one variety, and then when Kendall got about half done, he switched to a different one, and which is good. This is how we do test plots, this is how we do trials, this is how we learn. But now what it does do is it makes it so that I have to come in here 2 different times to do fungicide, and so we've been keeping an eye on it, just verifying all this. But as I pull into where the switch is, you should not have trouble seeing very, very distinct line right there. So this part of the field we're gonna do here right now. This could be a little interesting in the sense that it's not gonna be a perfect sprayer width, but well, I'll figure something out. We'll get her plotted out and we'll go from there. So okay, so what I've done is I've got my very outside boom. As you can see, I've got it turned off. We'll do a little bit of overlap here when we come back. That's all good. And then as you see here, Kendall must have ran out on that second last pass there. So yeah, we'll do some experimenting here too. So now as we get going, I'm going to turn my button back on. And now we're golden. So this field that I'm spraying here tonight is probably our most northeastern field, and we've been in an area here that's had quite a bit more rain than most areas. And so if you look at right here, there's a big area here, well, big area, it is like 100 square feet, so, or 100 by 100 I should say, so not a very big area, but that area actually, and there's a couple other areas like that in here. Not many. I don't know if there would be 5 acres on this quarter section in total, where we actually had enough rain throughout the year that those low holes have been either killed completely or set back. So a lot of guys in our area are struggling with too little moisture, and yet there's a little pocket right close to where we are that has been struggling with quite the opposite, where they keep getting every rain and getting lots of every rain. And this field of ours is right on the brink of that. So that's why we've got these little patches. Here's another one coming right here. This is like the bottom of a ditch. Again, nothing serious. This one, the canola is coming. It's just set back. So whether it makes it in time for when we're combining or not, that we don't know, but there will be canola there. So nothing else, it'll keep the weeds down, and that's a bonus. sure if you can see it there, but if you can see, it looks like a little bit shiny. That is a low spot that has been killed, and we're actually wet enough that there's no water standing, but it is still shiny because there was probably water there earlier today or yesterday. So yes, on this field we are definitely not lacking moisture. Switch here. Maybe watch. Then we'll lift my crop dividers up. Maybe you won't be able to see it. Anyway, you'll have to trust me. Crop dividers are lifting up, and it's time to head home. Okay, so as my monitor down, it sure shuts down. I'm just letting the engine cool down, and we're gonna call it a week. So thanks for joining me today on fungicide in the canola, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and see you next time.